Everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm just doing a follow-up video to that last one about the theater owners of Madison, Wisconsin becoming cucked to the facial magic cloth mandates that are being pushed forward by our health professionals here. So, on that note, I'm going to do a prediction video, and this is going to be totally a black-pilled negative video, but that's fine. This is what I expect. So what do I expect of the county and the town in the future? Well, first of all, I don't think the mask mandate's going to get lifted anytime soon. I think it's going to be through the winter, through the spring. They're going to find another excuse to do it, of course. And soon you'll have to be, they'll try to... See, I think there might be a little bit of a divide with the certain passport idea in this town, though, because I'll tell you why. So at first, the town, the government here, the regime, the communist regime, the communist, I'm sounding like some right-winger, the communist regime of Madison, Wisconsin, but just bear with me here. So the regime of Madison, Wisconsin resisted the facial coloring mandates for at least 2 months, or 1 or 2 months, because of racism, And there probably is some truth to that, like they thought that would be more difficult. So maybe that will kind of bite them in the ass when they try to push the the passport thing. If even the city government, if it does that, I don't know. I think there will be some debates about that, and I predict I don't think the mask mandate will be lifted on September 16th. I don't think it will. I think barring massive disobedience to the guideline or massive business, lawsuits and stuff. There is a lawsuit, Wisconsin Law and Liberty or whatever, which I contacted last year for the household mandate, because I thought that was ridiculous. What if a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or whatever you are, in a relationship, they don't live together, so they can't see each other for a month, or else get fined $1,000? That goes against all. I mean, look at what about Neil Ferguson in England? During the lockdowns in the UK, he went to see his fucking lover or whatever. I would have pointed that. See, the people doing these lawsuits. I mean, I know it's not a legal thing to do, like point out these little. Maybe it's not allowed in court to say, "Oh, Neil Ferguson did this," or Whitmer went to the bar or whatever. It's probably not legal, like legalese to throw those into lawsuits. But I would just mention it. I would just try to fucking just be totally illegal and just mention it to the jurors or the judge. Like, just mention, hey, look at this and this and this. Maybe it is like allowed in court. I don't know. I haven't studied law. The extent of my law studying is watching Law and Order for years at a time. So I don't know. But there is a lawsuit. Law and Liberty, Wisconsin Law and Liberty has done some kind of seedy kind of stuff in the past, as far as pretty far right stuff that they've supported and stuff. But at the same time, they've done some good stuff too. Like there's a local paper called the Isthmus that they did some more. They've defended more liberal people. They're trying to do. There's a more right-wing version of the ACLU kind of thing, sort of. It's like, I mean, some of their stuff is pretty bad and some of it's pretty good. I mean, it's arguable, of course, but nevertheless, what they're doing now with this facial covering mandate is they are suing on behalf of a Madison citizen, and I haven't read the whole legal brief about this, but that is what they're doing, trying to overturn it. They say they exceeded their authority as unelected health professionals in the city, and I think there's an argument to be made about that. Maybe that they can say that. Now, whether or not there's any action done, I don't know. They eventually overturned the state mandate, which took months, but now the governor cannot enforce an emergency order ordering people to cover their face with a magical cloth square that arguably does nothing compared to a something with the numbers 95 in it, even close. towards a Spike Lee protein virus. Just using some codes. So I like Spike Lee, by the way. I just thought I'd put that in there. So this whole thing, you know, we don't know. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I predict it goes through. They're not going to overturn it. We're just going to have to live with this for a while until there's a boiling point, which I think there will be. I do believe there will a boiling point. Boiling point will be when people have had enough of the restrictions, and it may be too late at that point. I don't know. That's one thing I'm undecided about, but I think they're going to keep it as long as possible. I think they're just going to say, well, we said this with the cases, we saw this. You know, the goalposts moved entirely. The goal was to keep the hospitals from overrunning. That goalpost has been done away with, you know, for the most part. I mean, 72% of the people had the shot in this county. That's a record for any county in the nation, even the world, you know, for the most part. Denmark has a similar rate. They're loosening every restriction right now, you know, over the next few months too. Even the passport idea is like being thrown out there. Of course, maybe that's the people in charge of this whole idea. It's like, give him a little freedom and then just whip him again. Yeah, just like what happened with, you know, the last couple months. I don't know. It's hard to say. Sweden's looking pretty good right now, even if they're like a case study or whatever these people are saying. They're like the controlled opposition before the real stuff happens or whatever. I don't fucking know, you know. All these people are just, and then astrologers. There's an astrologer I watched, like, totally got red pilled over the last couple months. She was totally like a pro Biden, like scared of the virus person, and now she's talking about like the social credit scores and leaving the United States and all this stuff. I was like, what the hell? So I don't know if that's being awakened or what. I don't know what to say. You know, I sort of feel like I'm kind of going a little more towards the middle about some of this stuff. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to try. You know, they might try to do this stuff, and you know, enough people will just say, fuck this. You know, I mean, political careers are being made right now in the United States on opposing the infringement of our civil liberties over the last year and a half. I mean, DeSantis, for all his flaws, you know, he promoted this treatment, and now Fauci said he's in favor of it after a barrage of, you know, media bashing him for using this treatment. Of course, it's gotten so absurd at this point that the problem is people don't have memories anymore. They have political amnesia. They have, you know, they forget what happened last week. What did he say last week? Didn't he contradict himself today? No, but he's the science. He's the right guy. He's the guy that's in charge. He's so great. I have my Christmas word. I named my dog after Fauci. Fauci's my dog. It's like you just want to take that person's face and put it in a an oven, or like in a fry cooker or something, just because you're just so angry about this stuff that people are so gullible and so stupid. At this point, I don't know what the hell this is all about. I've lost my... I'm agnostic about the waivers. You know, to quote the man himself, he was agnostic about the Action Jackson Nation. I'll just use code. Patent waivers for a long time. Well, I wonder why someone would be agnostic. Could there be Big Sharma? I'm just going to use Big Sharma from now on, just to say, so I can get away with saying that. Big Sharma. Just replace that first letter with a P. So, I'm like, Big Sharma couldn't be a factor in that? Oh, you know, so these things are just it's gotten out of hand. I think the clown show will continue. You know, you have the whole thing with Afghanistan, and then CNN even doing ostensibly anti-Biden stuff. Of course, it's coming from the right-wing perspective that we should have stayed the course in Afghanistan for another 20 years. A lot of these people are probably, you know, these military profiteers and stuff. But the clown show will continue. The incompetency of the Biden administration is incompetent either way. I agree with the withdrawal. I just don't, you know, the way it obviously was handled was bad. incompetency will continue, the contentiousness will continue, the division, divisiveness will continue, you know, pitting one group of people against the other, when they're ignoring that most of the population, or a huge percentage of the global South, haven't attended the Action Jackson Nation movie at all. So we're like saying, well, the Trump supporters are causing the variants. I hear it's so sad. We could have gotten this over in a week if we would have all had the shot. How the fuck do you know that? Are you a scientist? Are you an epidemiologist? And one of the reasons why the people in the global South probably haven't attended the Action Jackson Nation movie or had the shot, in other words, is because of the patent stuff. It's because of Big Pharma. It's because of bureaucratic bullshit, you know, with these countries and stuff. Why don't you blame them instead of punching down your fucking bourgeois, wine-sniffing, fucking liberal, limousine-driving asshole self? You're punching down at the Trump supporters. You know, they're probably, you know, that some of them are smart, some of them are dumb and believe all this bullshit, right? They do. Instead of punching down, why don't you punch up, right? I'm not doing no YouTube. I'm not doing a Roman salute. It's a punch. Okay, fucking asshole. Ooh, this is Nazi now. Ooh. You know, but you know, it's like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna put this as an adult-only video now, but you know, it's like, it's so stupid, and this divisiveness and this hatred that people have for their fellow American citizens, you know. And I used to be guilty of that. I was raised to hate Republicans. I was raised, Republicans are evil. Oh my God, they're trying to destroy everybody. Ah. You know, and I'm just like, they're all evil up on top. You know, we gotta communicate as human beings. I mean, when you disagree, I disagree. I believe in, you know, I still believe in nationalized medicine. You know, I still believe in somewhat of student loan debt forgiveness, you know, because I fucking owe a lot of money, but you know, that's neither here nor there. And you know, I don't agree with, you know, I agree with a lot of still what the leftists say on some points. At the same time, I'm pretty libertarian on a lot of other stuff. So I just think, so I don't know what's going to happen though. I mean, but I predict they're going to try to keep it going as long as they can. All these restrictions and stuff, and the governor of Oregon recently is just like, you have to wear one outside again. It's like, what does it matter at this point? It's a little black-pilled video, I know, but it's just everybody's gonna probably attend the Spike Lee movie at some point. I think I attended it in the Spike Lee protein movie, is what I mean. I don't mean the Action Jackson Nation movie. I mean the other movie that, you know, you get really sick from. I think everybody's going to attend that anyways. Just like this comic book store owner here. Not going to say what his name is. Now he's wearing the facial, you know, the magical cloth square all the time, which even before the mandate went in, which I find kind of curious. But anyways, he's like, everybody's going to attend the movie anyways at some point or another. I mean, the only thing you could do is slow it down, maybe. I mean, everybody's going to attend. Yeah, there'll be people that suffer worse consequences from it, of course. But are you gonna? It's like with AIDS. It's like, I'm not gonna say this on YouTube, but you know the F word, like, you know, the Christian fundamentalists saying there's just a bunch of sodomites they're guilty of, you know, dying from their own stupidity. And I see the same thing said about the people that haven't attended the Action Jackson Nation movie that die on Twitter. Some people don't want to give them medical care. Some people don't want, they want them to die because they're so stupid. It's like the homophobia of the early 80s about AIDS. It's totally fucking ridiculous. It's totally off the charts. Cruel and lacking compassion. Fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. I was skeptical too. Are you gonna kill me? You know, I was skeptical too. I didn't want to do this shit. I did it for various reasons. You know, I'm not gonna get boosted. I'll tell you that. Are you gonna deny me medical care if I suffer a worse fate from not getting the boost? You know, do you wish me dead? These people are monsters. These coronitarian fascists have to be stopped. You know, that's what I call them now. You know, the moderates need to get in, like, you know, Zubin Damania, or, you know, like Monica Gandhi, and all these doctors they're actually saying scientific stuff. It's unproven a lot of the time, but they're saying stuff that's probably, you know, somewhat true. They need to be, again, given more of the spotlight. Not Mercola, but not, you know, fucking Rahm Emanuel's brother either. That's, you know, the opposite sides of the coin, the middle. You know, we need the middle. We need the middle in this crisis to be in existence, because the extremism has gone way over the top now, and that includes with this mandate in Dane County with the magical cloth squares. Because at the end of the day, isn't the point of getting attending the Action Jackson Nation movie so we don't have to wear the magical cloth squares? Wasn't that the whole point with all this stuff? It's the cognitive dissonance of the liberal elites in this town that are complaining is pretty funny, because it's like, throughout the whole time I've been questioning all this stuff, asking questions, because I wanted to find out more. Not enough information, bad communication. I wanted to find out more. I think they just don't know what the fuck they're doing, and just throwing everything to the wall and seeing what sticks. You know, throwing the kitchen sink and everything, just like Vietnam. You know, they did. You know, that's what I said. That's about all. Peace out.